I love your outfit.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
It's so cute.
Are you going to make me say it?
Yeah, okay. We have to jump right into it. Where is it from? What's the brand? What thrift store did you get it at?
These, I honestly don't even know the brand of these. I don't even remember. But these are my favorite wash vintage jeans. Because look at the wash. And they are so comfy on me. They honestly feel like sweatpants kind of.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so in
yeah.
2026, I'm trying to wear more jeans that feel like sweatpants.
Okay.
So we're not
You're prioritizing comfort.
Yes, absolutely. Hence the oversized shirt that I'm wearing.
Which I love.
This is also from the 90s. I don't remember the brand either, but I fell in love with the stripes and the wash. And this probably by the previous owner was worn like 200 times.
And it's so cute.
200 times to make it an absolute perfect button down.
For you.
For me.
For you. Where'd you thrift it? Was it at like community or?
I got this at the Spring. Have you ever been to the Spring?
I haven't been to the Spring.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's pretty great.
There's just so many great like thrift stores in Tampa.
Yeah. This one actually is the women's shelter.
Okay.
And so they allow women who are in the shelter to go and shop there, and then all the proceeds are donated to that organization.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Well, you know what? I think I should introduce you to the peeps out there who are tuning in. Hey, everybody. Welcome. We have the lovely and talented Kristin Spence.
Yeah.
I knew it was because your Instagram handle is styled by Spence.
That's right. Yeah.
And then your first name is Kristin. So Kristin Spence. Is that?
But everyone calls me Spence or Spencer, and it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, yeah, I think it's because of your handle. It's just like styled by Spence, which I think is such a cute username.
Thank you.
Which is what drew me to following you.
Do you want to know why I created my Instagram?
Yes, please tell me.
Okay, I actually have a personal Instagram.
Okay.
That I have had, obviously, since Instagram became a thing.
So the styled by Spence is not your personal one?
No. During COVID, I was obviously at home. We were all so super bored, and I was pregnant with my son. And I felt so overwhelmed by like all of the home, like interior design that I love to follow, getting mixed with my friends and family's content. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
And so it's like, I just want to create a second Instagram so I can just look and save and feel inspired by all of these like home and thrifting accounts. And so that's how I created Styled by Spence.
And then it just blew up.
And then I guess I had that for a while. I was a little like creeper, seriously. And then I would have people come visit my house, very much like me at yours, right?
Okay.
Like, I love this. Oh my gosh, you thrifted that. This is so good. You need to tell people this. And I'm like, no, who's gonna want to see my house? Like that's so silly.
Literally me.
You get in your own head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's so easy to just continue to compare yourself to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And so last year, actually, well, I should say now 2024, I just started posting here and there.
Just randomly
posting. And every day I'd wake up to like 10 new followers, 15 new followers, 30 new followers. And then I posted a reel and I shared 3 of like my favorite local Tampa thrift stores.
Okay.
And I mean, I think I went from 2,000 followers to 10,000 overnight.
That is insane.
Insane. And then
every beginner like content creator's dream is for it to just be like that overnight.
And, I mean, it was so cool too because I appreciated the gradual growth because I do feel like anyone who is interested in social media, I think of my page as like my portfolio, right? And so I was happy that I was able to put content out there and also practice.
Yeah.
You know, because you're learning after every post, after every reel, you're learning, okay, no, I can do this better or this needs to change. The lighting's kind of bad.
What aesthetically looks better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I was grateful to have had a little bit of like a few months of doing that. And then, I'm just so grateful for people who appreciate the fact that I love trash.
Being number one. I'm like your number one fan.
I instantly followed you back because
I know. Okay, I need to tell you this story because you probably don't even know the story. But you came across my Instagram when you helped your friend by decorating his apartment. Mm-hmm. That video is what brought me to you. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so cute. The way you did his apartment was stunning. And then I looked at more of your like content and I was like, oh my gosh, she lives in Tampa. I live in Tampa. What the heck? And so I was like, I have to follow her. So I followed you and I'm telling my husband about you. I'm like, oh my gosh,
I
like
love
you.
her so much.
Yeah, I was like,
Stop
no.
it.
I was telling my husband, I was like, you need to follow this girl. Like, she is so talented. Look at all the things she thrifts. Like, look at all these good finds. And like, she just has this eye for style and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like raving about you. And then we're in Virginia for my birthday and we're just chilling outside the grocery store. And then I got your DM and I saw your follow back and I was like, oh my gosh. Like you would have thought like some big A-list actor just followed me on Instagram.
I'm so done.
Which
and now you've met me and you're like, this girl is so weird. She
no,
looks like
and
anything
now
else
I'm like
right
even
now.
more in love with you. Are you kidding me? I was just like so in awe of just your content and all of your thrift finds. Also jealous though, because it's like, oh my gosh, so happy you found that, but also what
you
the
know that
heck?
it's hard work.
Yeah, it is hard
You know
work.
it's hard work, and it's honestly you just have to go so often.
Yeah.
But I don't want to brush past that because I felt the same way when I got to your page. I was like, I just love this guy. It's so weird, but you feel a connection with people on social media.
Yeah.
You can just instantly tell. It's like we're gonna be friends.
Oh my
And
gosh,
here
well,
we are.
I'm so happy.
Here we
No,
are.
I was like freaking out. I told my husband, he's like coming out of the grocery store. I was like, that girl that thrifts in Tampa, that's so cool. She followed me back. I'm like freaking out. And it's just been such a joy to like watch all of your content and just see everything that you find at the thrift stores because you really do have an amazing eye
Oh,
for
thank you.
style and just the things that you find. I'm just like, how does she do it? Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been to community thrift and I'm like,
It's my favorite thrift store.
no, I love it as well.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Do you ever go to the store across that's just records
Okay.
and
Oh, okay, no, the record store.
Yeah.
I've never been.
no, it's so
Everyone keeps
fun.
telling me- yes, I'm gonna go in there next time.
Yeah, it's
I
a
am.
good time.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a lot of records, there's a lot of vintage like cassettes and just overall radios and stuff like that. It's really cool. A little dusty, but very cool.
I love the dustier the better.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm obsessed with thrift stores that are like super dirty, super smelly.
Because you just know there's some good
Oh my
things in
gosh.
there.
Okay, I have to tell you a quick story. So I keep saying this past year because we're so early
Yeah.
into this year. So 2025 for my 36th birthday, my friends and I went to Georgia. Excuse
Fun.
me. So fun. And we actually we traveled on my actual birthday. And so my sister was like, you can do whatever you want to do on your birthday, whatever. And so I said, I want us to go thrifting. I want to go
Period.
thrifting. So we found a Salvation Army like 20 minutes outside of where we were staying. And I was with some other friends of mine. And they don't thrift often, but the Salvation Army was
It was like the
There
jackpot.
was no AC inside there. I mean, it was hot. The windows were not even open. So it was like immediate suffocation. You can just smell all of the moths and the dust. And I was in heaven.
I was gonna say,
like,
you walked in, you were like, I am home.
I was like, I love this so much. Sadly I didn't get to stay there for as long as I'd like to because they were ready to leave, but I love those thrift stores.
What did you find?
Oh my gosh, I can actually show you a picture. I found this vintage like black kind of mesh blouse. I wore that night too. And it had like this white trim on the outside.
Okay,
ruffled
cute.
sleeves. It was so good.
Do brands matter to you? Or do you not even look at that when
That's
you're
a great
thrifting?
question. That's such a good
Well,
question.
because I always wonder it myself. Like, I wonder because when I go thrifting, I look at brands
Yeah.
sometimes. And then sometimes I'm like, this is really cute. I don't know this brand, but do I care? You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
But sometimes people go and they do care about the brands. Or sometimes I'll watch, TikToks, reels of other thrifters that'll be like, and look at the brand. And I have no idea what this brand is, but they're like freaking out over the
Right.
brand. So I wanted to know, like, for you, when you're thrifting, do brands matter?
Brands do not matter to
Okay.
me personally. And I don't ever go thrifting like on a hunt to find name brand items or anything. I love vintage pieces.
Right.
I gravitate towards them. Honestly, it just naturally. And I learned so much from thrifting too, because very similar to you, I'll see something I like, I'll look at the brand, I'm like, I've never heard of this before. And then that's where I'm in the thrift store on my phone, kind of researching.
Like Googling it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But no, I don't care for brands. And I honestly, I can't be in a thrift store for more than like 45 minutes.
Yeah, it gets overwhelming.
I can't. So I'm a quick thrifter, honestly.
Same.
I feel you just can feel inside, like the cotton.
Yeah.
The material.
What is
So-
speaking to me?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm very much a visual person because I also know which colors I like, right?
Right.
So I already know what colors look good on me and what color palettes I like to stay within. So just by kind of like scanning, I'm like, if there's nothing of those colors that like speak to me, then
Right.
I just keep moving.
That's so important. And I feel like so many people would love thrifting if they understood maybe what they like to wear or the materials that work best on them, because if you're not sure what your personal style is, you're going to go to a thrift store and feel very lost.
Yeah.
Because you go into a department store right now and you have mannequins and you have ads that are telling you what you should be wearing, whereas in the thrift store, that's where you have to really tap into your own creativity. You
Hmm.
have to really understand who you are and what you like to be able to go thrifting. And I think that's why a lot of people just prefer not to, because
Yeah.
it can feel overwhelming.
Do you ever get friends or family members that are like, "Ah, you always find such great things at the thrift store, but every time I go, it's just like I can't find anything." And I'm like,
All the
are
time.
you really even looking
All the time.
though?
All the
Like, are
time.
you truly looking? Because I feel like you come in, you scan the room a little bit, and then you instantly just don't find anything. You're like, "Ah, whatever,"
I'm
and you
done.
walk away.
Exactly.
And you
Absolutely.
don't like, I think what we've said of like, you just know and you just kind of scan and you just like kind of scan the room and see. But for someone who's new, I feel like you do need to take your time.
You do.
You need to take your time because, to your point, you need to find your style. You need to
Right.
find what speaks to you, and just kind of like dabble and try something you don't normally try.
Right. And I always give a lot of people ask, "Hey, I've never thrifted before," or they'll say, "I'm really new into thrifting. What do you recommend I get?" And you can never go wrong with a button down.
Never.
A button down, I think every person needs one in their wardrobe. A button down and just a good pair of vintage jeans. Just start with that. Just thrift button downs and jeans for right now. Don't get overwhelmed with all the other stuff the thrift store has to offer. Just start small and start
Yeah.
in the men's section.
Yes.
No, the men's section is my favorite section.
Clearly. Hence the outfit. Hence the outfit. No, I love that. I'm trying to think, like, have you ever been to the bins?
I've never been.
I
Can you
went
believe
once.
that?
I
Can
went,
you believe
yeah.
I've
Well,
never
that is
been?
hard to believe. I went
I'm
once.
actually embarrassed to admit that out loud.
No, I went once in North Carolina, and it was amazing.
Insane, right?
It was amazing. Yeah,
Did
it
you
was
wear
insane,
gloves or
but
no?
no,
I kind of like that you didn't.
no. I
Okay.
was.
That means you're okay to get dirty.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
And I will throw it on to try it on. Like, I do not
Same.
care. My husband is like, "Are you sure?" And I'm
It
like,
doesn't bother me.
"Yes,
Some people get the ick, like if you put a hat on at the thrift store. I'm like, you know what?
it's fine."
There's worse things that I've touched.
Yeah. Plus, when you're a mom too,
Oh
right?
gosh.
When you're a mom of like either a mom of one or a mom of two or three, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you've
We're
dealt with
touching
your,
everything.
Mhm.
Yep.
like your kids come home sick from school and all that stuff. So like that's something you need to take care of.
Oh
So
yeah.
of course you're not going to be bothered by any
Not
of
at
that.
all. No. But I love that about you. See?
Yeah, I just go in.
Absolutely.
I'm like, let's try this on.
Yes.
But does this ever happen to you? It's happened to me so
I
many
can't wait to hear it.
times.
What is
It
it?
happens to me
What
so
is
many
it?
times. And then Kevin, my husband, gets so I don't want to say it. No, he does get annoyed because he's like, "Well, you bought that and now what?" But it's like I'm really bad at like spotting stains or like holes
Then you
because
would
I get
probably-
so excited. I just get so excited that I find a piece and I'm like, I'm obsessed with this piece. Like it's coming home with me, and I kind of look at it, but not really. And then I get home and I'm like, oh wait, there's a giant stain there, and I did
Okay,
not
a
see
giant
it.
stain, yes, but I think I feel like there was something on this shirt. And I was
Like a
you know
hole?
what? No, not a hole. I love that, depending on where the hole is.
Yeah,
I don't mind that. Anyways, I get what you're saying. If it's a white shirt and there's a yellow stain on
Yeah.
there, we have to look past that. I did just thrift the other day a vintage single stitch men's Tommy Hilfiger shirt. Okay.
Ooh.
So good. And there is like a little bit of like this white. It kind of looks like a little bleach, but also it's kind of a vibe too, where I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
I feel like
stains are fun.
stains could be fun depending on the actual placement of the stain.
Right.
You know,
as
what
long
I
as it's
mean?
not dry blood, we're good. I think we're fine. But it's happened to me so many times. And then Kevin's like, "Why did you not look at that?" And I was like, "No, honestly, because I was so excited to be the first person to grab it that I just kept it moving. Like, I don't have time to look at it."
I need you to tell me a story. Have you ever had thrift blindness? Like, and if so,
How do you overcome it?
no, like, have you ever? I want to know. Do you ever remember purchasing something where you're like, in the thrift store, this is so good, and you go home and you're like, what?
Yeah, like
Why
why
would
did
I
why did I
purchase
buy
this?
this? Yeah, there was this one time I bought these pair of jeans which were way too tight. I don't even know what made me get them. I thought I told myself I was like, they're not that tight. And then I got home and I was like, oh no, these are very tight.
Like, did they button or?
Or yes, they do button, but I was just like, very like
Like, I can't sit.
I
to
can
be
I
comfortable
can
in these.
barely walk in this. And they had weird patches on them, and I think that's what I loved about them is that they had this weird, like they had a patch here, a patch there, and I just thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, I love this. And then I came home and I tried them on. And I was like, this is actually not cute
I
at
can't.
all.
What am I going to wear this with?
Or, but does it ever happen to you with like home stuff? It's like, I have a place for this. I will figure it out. And then you come home, you try it in a spot that you thought doesn't work. And then you're just like, there's got to be somewhere.
I have a whole pile of my discard.
So you are one of those thrifters that are just like, I'll figure it out.
Absolutely. Because you also just can't pass on something that's speaking to you in the thrift store because if you try to go back for it, there's a
It's gonna be
possibility
gone.
that it's going to be gone.
It's gonna be
you know what I mean?
gone.
So you also can't take that risk. But then it's also a good thing though too because I always feel like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Mhm.
And so if I'm unsure about something and I go home and if it is there when I get back, you
It's
have
coming
to
home
buy
with
it.
me.
You know, it's like, okay,
You're coming
this
home
has
with
been
me.
waiting
Yep.
here for me. Let's go. I did just pass up. I legitimately got sick to my stomach last night looking through my videos. No, I'm not kidding you.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
even kidding you. I left behind. I don't even know why I did it. I don't even know why. I went to the Salvation Army in St. Pete. So for me,
Okay.
that's like a 50-minute drive.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is. I take my son to school at 8:30 and then I pick him up at 11. So I have a few hours in the
In
morning
between.
just to do what I would like to do, which is thrifting. And so I left it behind last night and I'm going through my phone and I'm looking at this gorgeous vintage authentic leather jacket that was like mid-length. No, it was beautiful. No. It was
They were like
beautiful. And do you
trousers?
want to know the worst? No, it was a jacket.
A jacket.
It was a jacket. And it was a long jacket. And the worst part about it is that the original tag price was $40, but everything was half off. So I would have only spent $20.
$20.
No, it's beautiful.
Did you go back? And you went back?
No, today would have been the day after, and I don't have time to go all the way to St. Pete.
I will be
You know
driving
what,
to St.
though?
Pete tomorrow. I will go get
Do
it for you.
Please do it. Let me tell you, and I actually am going to try next week. And again, if it's there, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So we'll see.
So
I'll
what
keep you
stopped
posted.
you? What stopped
I
you?
don't know. I feel like in the mirror when I was looking at it, it looked too big. And also for me, thrifting has ruined my shopping experience because for me, $20, I'm like, that's a lot of money.
Yes. No, it has.
$20 at the thrift store?
Same.
Do you want to know the price of a Zara blouse I saw today at the thrift store?
How much?
Zara at the thrift store, $30. I took a picture of it. If you
There's
need the proof.
no way.
I promise you. I
find Zara sometimes for like $1 at the
and
thrift
it was
store.
Okay, can we just real quickly talk about how this irritates me so badly? And I guess it's fine, but thrifts are becoming more curated consignment shops,
Mhm.
and that's not a thrift store. That's a
Yeah.
consignment shop. So don't label yourself as a thrift store
Yeah.
if you have consignment shop pricing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so
Mhm.
that is just I'm getting so frustrated with that right now.
Yeah, no, that is frustrating. I'm also frustrated with Goodwill just jacking up these prices because I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I think I remember one time I went to Goodwill and I found these cute sneakers. Can't remember the name. And I was like, oh, these are cute, like white sneakers that I can totally like make cute in a 90s way.
Yeah,
Whatever,
just like
you know?
with your patch jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the patch
Both
jeans,
of those
exactly.
paired together.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, these are cute. And then I looked at the tag and it said like, I think like $20 or something.
No.
I was like, what is this? I come to find out they're from Walmart.
Stop it.
They're
I'm
from
telling you,
Walmart.
Goodwill is
And Walmart was
crazy.
selling them cheaper by like maybe $3 online than at this Goodwill. And I told that to the lady. I said, you know, Walmart, these are like, I can get them brand new. And she was like, well, but here you can get them right now. There you got to order them online. It takes a few days. I'm like, girl, not you trying to sell me these damn shoes right now.
Can you imagine that thrift stores start to price match?
Ugh.
I understand, like, I fully support a circular environment. And I think secondhand, I always encourage everyone to like try to find it secondhand. You know,
Yeah.
don't buy new. Obviously I don't need to go into that. I mean, we can if you want. But
Yes.
I do feel like the thrift stores have taken a little advantage of the popularity of thrifting in the
Mhm.
last year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And, you know, I think it's a little ridiculous to tag a Shein blouse at $10. You know, that's just
Now I
crossing
have
the
to ask you
line.
this question.
That's way too much.
It is. And I have to ask you this question. Because it's happened to me, when you're thrifting, you find something, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And then you see the tag and
1,000%.
it's Shein. What do you do?
Is it Shein? Am I saying it wrong? Shein?
Shein. I don't even know what it's called, but it's that brand. It's so cute. You saw the tag. It's that brand. What do? Do you leave
honestly,
it?
I'd leave it.
You
I
leave it?
1000% leave it.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, okay. I want to encourage those who are listening that shopping secondhand is always better than buying new. So if you have,
100%.
if you are going, if get the Shein blouse, you're getting it secondhand. Like you're saving that item from the landfill. Like you are doing an amazing job by choosing to buy secondhand. Me personally, especially just because we've been thrifting for so long, like I am very passionate about the specific materials in a shirt.
Yeah.
So after I look at the label, I will look at the materials. You know, is it 100% cotton? Is it, you know, and so that's also very important to me. Where the Shein items are going to be polyester. They're plastic.
Yeah.
You wash it one time, truly,
it's ruined.
it's ruined.
It's
you know
ruined.
what I mean? And so again, you talk to people who say, well, I can just buy that cheaper online. That's great. You're going to wash it once,
It's
or
going to
you're
get
going to
ruined.
wear it once, and that's it. You can never wear that again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, and I have had people tell me like it's Sheen or Shen or whatever it's called,
Whatever.
and
He who shall not be
yeah,
named.
he who shall not be named. And I've told people, I was like, well, if you really like it, whatever, it's like you're not giving them the money directly, right? You're
Right.
giving it to this Goodwill or the
Right.
Salvation Army.
Yep.
So I let it slide. But to your point, it's like, look at the materials. Like,
Right.
is it truly worth it? You know what I mean? And then on top of that, you do look at it's just $3, it's just $2, which always gets me. That always gets me too. I was like, oh, it's just $2. And so
course.
suddenly
It
something
all
that I
adds up.
completely will not use just gets in my cart because it's only $2.
Exactly. No, I do that all the time, of course. But I do think that anyone who's new at thrifting too, just go and just shop for what you like.
Yeah.
You know, looking at tags and brands and prices can be very overwhelming. Just pick the things you like and just start making a habit out of thrifting. You know, maybe instead of going, you know, once every month, maybe try twice a month. You know,
Yeah.
you get comfortable in that space, and then you start to identify and pick more of the shirts that have better quality materials. And
Or if you're like Kristin, go every day.
No, seriously.
Go
But
every
it's just
day.
like 30 minutes. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
you just pop
So,
in and you pop
I
out.
pop in and pop out.
Do you ever get frustrated when you go and you don't find anything
No,
good?
I feel relieved.
Okay. You're like, oh, thank God
feel
I didn't spend any
relieved.
money.
I'm like, not even about the money. It's just that I've consumed so much right
Yeah.
now. And what is it? I saw this reel where it's like, I have created my own landfill.
Yeah. Yes.
But which is great because I'm actually now an official vintage reseller. And so I'm tapping
I was going to
into
ask you about that.
resale
Yeah.
world.
You have a Depop account, right?
I do have a Depop account.
I've seen you
Yeah.
promoting it on socials.
Yeah.
How's it been? Is it going well?
Honestly, it's a very slow thing, which I'm grateful for. You know
Okay,
what I
cool.
mean? But I've sold some items, and I feel proud to be able to contribute to this circular environment. Honestly, it's great.
Yeah.
And now I also feel like I'm shopping with a different mindset as well, and not to make money, but to find pieces that I think other people would like. Because
Yeah.
how many times do you want to buy something you're like, I don't need that?
Yeah.
Like I have a shirt so similar to that, but now I can say like, even though I have this, someone else might actually like this blouse or this shirt.
And you know what I also love about thrifting is when you go thrifting and you find something for somebody else,
Oh
where
my
you're just kind
God,
of like,
that's my
oh my
favorite thing to
gosh,
do.
yes, because then
I want to thrift and get like the stuff that I got for you guys. Like
which was very sweet. Kristin brought us cookies and a cute vintage bowl. She brought us a vintage plate, a vintage frame. No, Queen, like, oh my gosh, like Queen guest over here.
Listen,
for sure.
I love thrifting for other people.
It's just so much fun.
It is. And
Especially
because-
when you know their style and you find
Right.
something that's just like, oh, it's so them, you know?
Exactly. And that person, honestly, regardless of whatever it is you get, like they will never forget that was something that you got for them. That
Right.
is so unique.
Mhm.
You know?
And that you saw it and it reminded them of you. Yeah.
I'm such a mushy gushy person
Yeah.
that melts my
Aw.
heart. And so I want to do the same for everyone.
Yeah. This past Christmas, I did Thriftmas for one person.
Okay.
And it was my brother-in-law because he also loves vintage shirts and stuff like that. So whenever he loves to go thrifting with me, we always bond over thrifting.
I love that.
And so I made it a point this year to thrift I thrifted his gifts. And
yeah?
so
Did he love them?
yeah, he did.
He
He
did.
did love them. I got him like this really cute vintage like Hawaiian shirt that was just a bunch of martini glasses with like
Okay.
olives. It was like so cute.
Yes.
And then I just like a corduroy and just a really cute knitted sweater. But I was like, oh, this is so Ethan. And so I'm going to get it for him. And that's what I love. And my sister-in-law too, like I will always thrift stuff for her. She's a big Disney person and like Winnie the Pooh.
yeah.
So whenever I see something that's like Disney or Winnie the Pooh or just something that I just know is her,
Mhm.
I just love getting that for her and then being like, this was thrifted.
Yeah. Well,
I
then
thrifted
you
this.
need to go. Okay, you need to go to the Goodwill. The prices are kind of high, but it's the Goodwill in Orlando, and it
I've
actually
been.
the
The one.
Disney one where they actually all the lost and found get set
Oh,
there.
no, not that one. Not that one. I've been to the one by the Florida Mall in Orlando.
Listen, I have no sense of direction, so I don't even know.
It's on Orange Blossom Trail.
I use my maps to
Okay,
get
period.
anywhere. I'm like,
But no, the Lost and Found, I've not been to that one.
yeah, no, you have to check it out.
Okay.
It's a Goodwill. I mean, you know how we feel about their prices.
Yeah.
But the Disney merch is there. So
Okay.
you might have to go there for your sister-in-law.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think I will have to check it out. There's a place in Lakeland. I don't know if you've been. That's also has a bunch of Disney stuff.
Tell me.
I don't know the name, don't remember it at all, but it's like whenever Disney closes a ride or closes something in the parks, it usually ends up there.
Listen, do you go to Disney often?
Not as often as I used to, but
Okay.
I've definitely been to Disney 100
The Haunted
times.
Mansion.
Yes.
I want everything in that lobby that they have. Seriously.
Okay.
Like the 1920s. I just gravitate towards that
Okay.
century when I'm thrifting. Do you find yourself doing that as well, or
Like gravitating towards a specific era?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. If I find a piece that's from like the 70s or something, I get excited.
Mhm.
But I don't like go out seeking those things.
Right. Just
but,
again, just what you think would look good in your home.
Yeah.
How long have you been thrifting?
You know, it's so funny because I was thinking about that today because I was like,
Yeah.
she's probably going to ask me that. And I was like, I
did.
don't remember. I don't remember when I started. I think it's when I started dating my husband.
Okay.
I think
What triggered that? Like,
I have no idea. I think there was a thrift store near him. And then, well, here's what it is. Me and him, we bonded over just our love for interior design. We love interior
their
design.
house, I have to just tell you right now. Stunning. I think my jaw was open the whole entire time. Every little thing.
She's
Can I just
sweet.
real quickly tell you what I love most about your home?
Yes, please.
It's the small little details, like that shelf you have in the corner over there.
Which
That
corner?
little shelf. Oh, is it right here? That
Oh,
little shelf. Can you
with the
guys see?
bird?
Oh my gosh, I didn't cut that.
Can I tell you I had to fight with Kevin to put that up there?
Why would he?
Because he's so silly like that. I don't
Kidding me?
know. It is so cute.
That shelf was made for that little corner right
Yes.
there.
And that's what and you see these frames. I don't know. You guys can probably see them,
Did
but
you
like,
see that I
yeah, like
commented on?
I told Kevin, I was like, we need to start filling above the door, above the archways. Like, we got to start putting some frames that we have up there.
Can I tell you real quickly? This is also just a side story. We had this whole health scare last year. And so, like, you go through all of your checklists. And so, one of
Right.
them was, like, you need to check your house for mold. And so, we had a mold inspector come in and check our house. We have no mold, thank goodness. Do you know what this man had the audacity to tell me?
Oh my
Do you want to
gosh.
know if this
I
man.
can only imagine.
Do you want to know what this man had the audacity to
I
tell
can
me?
only imagine.
He said that not I, but we have too much stuff.
Wow. He said that to
He
you?
said that to my husband, and then my husband relayed the message to me.
Thank God you weren't there. Had you been there?
Oh,
Oh.
I was not happy the rest of the day because how dare that man say
Yeah.
that, right? Anyways, so yes, you need to fill. I think that's so cute. That over there with little
There's
frames? Kidding me?
there's opportunity here galore, but it's crazy because my husband, he says he's not a minimalist, and I am not a minimalist at all either. We love character. We
Yes.
love character. But then it's like I tell him like, "Oh, we need to put something here. We need to put something there." He's like, "That doesn't look good." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" Like, I'm dying to put something over the TV, and he's like, "Nothing over the TV." He's very adamant about
But you know
that.
what? This is my advice I give to anyone. You can take it off. You can take it off. You can take
Yes.
that. Just try it. Put it in for a little while.
Yes.
Sit with it for a
Yeah.
little while. See
I
how you
agree.
feel. See how it
Kevin,
makes
when you
feel.
edit this later and you're watching this part,
Listen,
listen to Kristin.
the expert here.
She is to me. If she said so, you're like the Oprah of thrifting. That's how I see
just
it.
love you so much. But no, I think it's so true, and that's why that we talked about like owning a home is such a blessing because you really do get to live in it and enjoy every little corner.
Yeah.
Like I think your home should be filled with so much love, and everywhere you go, you know,
Yeah.
make that little corner special to you where it just sparks joy. You know, I want to
Yeah.
look around.
And I think that's what got me into thrifting because we would look at architectural digest
Mhm.
videos. We would look at architectural digest, just like overall like pictures and stuff like that, and just on Pinterest and everything. And we would always just talk about like what our style would be and all that stuff.
Right.
And then we really gravitated towards that like vintage cottage feel. And I think that's what kind of like triggered our start for like thrifting, right? Because you find most of those things at a thrift store. So, and there was a thrift store in the very first apartment we lived together. down the road, not even 5 minutes away, was this thrift store on the side of the road with barely any sign in
Take
it.
me there now.
Yes,
Here we
yes.
go.
It was amazing. The guy loved us.
Oh my
He
gosh.
loved us. He would like
Thrift
give us
store
things for
owners are
free.
the best.
Yes, he would give us stuff for free sometimes. He's like, "Oh my god, my friends! Like, I'm so
Stop
happy to see
it.
you guys."
Stop.
Yes, and then we
I
would just
love
walk
that.
around, and so I think that's where it all started. My love for thrifting, and then from there I went to the Goodwills, and then just going on TikTok and seeing
Right.
what other thrift stores are cool. So that's where it all started, and that was like him and I started dating in 2020, so around COVID. So I like to say that
You and
I've
I
been,
both.
yeah, that's kind of where I started.
That's where my where it all like kind of started. Not thrifting, I should say, but just like social media and starting to just tap into that creative side a
Yeah.
little more.
Yeah, and I was just becoming like obsessed. And then I was like looking on TikTok of just like things that people were doing with their thrifted items, and I
That's always
became,
so fun to watch.
yeah, like I was like, I love those. Those are like my favorite. Those are like my favorite like TikToks or videos is like the thrift flips, like what they did with their items.
Right.
Sometimes it's kind of funny though, because it's like, okay, it's a cup and you use it as a cup. That's like, yes, that's what it's for. But other times they're like so creative with it, and I'm just like obsessed. Do you know McKenna? Do you follow McKenna? I don't know her last name. I also got into thrifting because of her.
So bad with
She bought a house in Texas, and it was like her whole journey was about like her remodeling this house that she bought in Texas.
Did she just put a library outside her house? Like a little public
I'll
library?
be honest, I stopped watching a while ago, so I have no idea. Kevin will know because he keeps watching her, but
Okay.
she's like best friend. Do you know Lone Fox?
Yeah. Oh yes, I love
Like
him.
she's really good friends with Lone Fox.
Okay.
So they've done videos together. But her thrift flip YouTube videos, that's another thing that got me into thrifting, because again, the eye
So
that she
creative,
has.
too.
Mhm.
Have you seen Trash Boy? It's like Trash Boy NYC. He
No.
literally just walks around New York City and he finds trash on the side of the road, and you would love what
Just
he does.
transforms it.
He makes light fixtures, tables.
Oh, that's very
No,
cool.
it's such a vibe. It's so cool. And I'm like, how do you see this thing on the side of the road and think that like that's the final product
Right.
so
Right.
quickly that all happens in your brain? You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
in an instant, you're like, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that.
Are you into like the sanding of it all,
Oh yeah,
like
I
the
do that if
nitty
it's
gritty?
necessary. My problem is that I have so much furniture in my house right now that I won't buy something because I don't have the space for it.
Right.
But yes, I my entertainment center I bought for $40 at a thrift store. I
And you
sanded
sanded it and
I
like
sanded it all
repainted
down
it.
and I stained it a black stain. It's so gorgeous. You can see the
Ooh.
wood grain from like my other living room. It's my pride and joy. I love it so
See,
much.
that I tried to do, and I was like, "Ugh, this is too much work." I was like, I tried, but I was like, this is too much
It
work.
is a lot of work, but
It
it's so
is.
fulfilling. I love it.
I'm sure.
It's
I'm sure.
mindless. I love painting. and
Have you
sanding.
seen that TikToker who will go to Goodwill with like, let's say $100, and he's like, okay, let's see what we can do with these $100, and then he'll
No.
buy something
That's so
and then take it
fun.
back to his house and like completely transform it and then resell it, and then he'll tell you like whether or not he sold it for X, Y, and Z amount of money. Like,
And he actually shares like the profit that he made on it.
yeah.
I love that.
He
No,
shows
I've
the
never
profits
seen
he
that
made on
before.
it. It's so cool. At one point, I told Kevin, "This is what we need to do. We need to go to thrift stores and we got to buy ourselves some furniture and just like flip them around and blah blah blah." And
I
then
love that you have an accent, like a
Yeah.
country accent when you
'Cause
talk to
that's-
Kevin. When
yeah.
you're serious about that.
When
you're
I'm serious,
when
that's
you're
my serious
about
voice.
that.
when I'm serious, this
You're
is the voice I come
you're gonna
tell.
talk in a very serious voice.
So he takes me seriously, so he knows that I'm serious.
He's
But
like, oh, this is his accent.
yeah, and then he just like gets quiet. And he's
Yep.
like, But and then like I said, it was with a coffee table the first time that I tried to I was like, it had tile on top, and I was like, no. Here's what we're gonna do. It was an ugly tile. It was like, we're gonna remove the tile. We're gonna
Okay.
jam it out there. We're gonna sand it down. We are going to put a oh my gosh, what is that called? It's like the fabric that they use for like baskets. Oh my gosh, what is that called?
Rattan.
Maybe.
The
It's like wooden.
yeah,
It has like the
yeah.
holes.
Okay.
I was like, we're gonna put that, and then we're gonna put glass over it, and then we're gonna sand it. I was like, I
But
had
you know
the
what?
vision.
I already know the problem
What's the problem?
because Kevin's listening to you and he hears we.
Yeah, he's
but
like,
he
baby, that's gonna
knows
be
it's me.
yeah.
And so he's like, I don't have time for that. And so
Correct.
I have to side with Kevin on this one.
Same with this podcast. He's like, you're saying we, but who's doing the filming? Who's doing the editing? Who's
We
doing?
love you, Kevin.
Yes,
so
we
much.
love you, Kevin. But needless to say, that did not become our side hustle at all because I got tired very quickly.
It takes a lot of work. You have to
Yeah.
have a designated space in your house to do that, and you have to have time to do that. And I think maybe if once my kids get a little bit older and we have more space in our house, I think that'd be a really fun
Oh
hobby.
my gosh. I wanted to ask you this too.
Tell
Do you
me.
thrift for your kids?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
My kids
Okay.
thrift for themselves.
Oh, I love that.
No, honestly,
I love
it's
that.
it's my daughter. She had MLK Day off because she goes to public school, and so I asked her what she wanted to do. She wanted to go thrifting. So my kids have their own like spend, save, give money jars. So she took $20, and for her that was a lot. Out of her spend jar, she put it in her purse, and let me tell you,
Her little
we went to
purse.
3 different thrift stores. She grabbed a cart on her own, and she had her little purse. I have to tell you, it was the cutest thing. She was
I'm
like adding
sure.
up in her mind. She's only 7. So she'd be like, okay, $1.33 plus $3. I think I have enough for that. And she bought something for me, for her dad, for her brother, for herself. And I do
Oh.
feel really proud because I do think that it is so important to teach our kids that like you don't need to buy something new. You know what I mean? And the value on saving and spending wisely. And I love that she and I also get to share something that I love doing
Yeah.
together.
Like I told you when you first got here, my nephew's coming. He's gonna be here very soon. And so the
Mhm.
other day I bought my first like thrifted thing for him.
Where did you go?
Sunshine Thrift
Oh, and
in South
okay,
Tampa.
I love Sunshine
Oh, I
Thrift.
love
Their
Sunshine
kids
Thrift.
section is pretty good
It
too.
is. It
So
is, which is
good.
why I bought something for my nephew. So
Yes.
I bought him this knitted sweater, which was so
What
cute.
color is it? Why am I thinking blue?
Green. It wasn't
Oh,
no, it was
okay.
this. It was
Oh,
literally
stop. Like an
this.
olive. I
An
need
olive
one with your
green.
ottoman too. Oh my
Yeah. It was like an
gosh,
olive
that's
green.
so good.
And then Ralph Lauren little hoodie. I was like, Ralph Lauren hoodie?
Okay. Have
Absolutely.
you seen his documentary, by the way?
Ralph Lauren? No.
You have to watch it.
Is it scandalous?
No, it's so good.
Oh, it's just good.
I love
I'm here for the drama.
there is a little drama in there. But like I love Ralph Lauren's like merchandise, their product, but
Yeah.
I love Ralph Lauren as an individual. I love his like love for secondhand and
Oh, I
just
didn't know that.
he was a collector.
Oh,
That's
that's
how it
so
all started.
interesting.
He and his wife, they had a little tiny apartment in New York City and they lived right on top of
The
a little
dream.
thrift store. Yeah. And he's like, our whole house was eclectic, thrifted, everything. And that's why a lot of his stuff is so unique because like the brooches and stuff, it's all just like
So
his
whenever you
vision.
find Ralph Lauren in the thrift store, you're like, you're coming home with me.
Oh, vintage Ralph Lauren. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Definitely. For sure.
Yeah, well, I found this hoodie for my nephew and I was like, okay, I'm definitely getting him this. And then I think his dad was with us and he picked out a little Nike hoodie. I don't know
That's so
why. We
cute.
live in Florida, but apparently we think he's going to freeze. So we bought all
You
these
have to keep the
jackets.
babies warm.
Well,
Okay.
yes, that is very
You
true.
have to keep the babies warm.
But that was like our first time thrifting for him and I was like so excited.
Oh my God. It's only going to get better
I
too.
know. And I
'Cause
was
the kids'
worried
clothes
though. And
get
I
old.
asked my sister-in-law, I asked the baby's mom, and I was like, how do you feel? Because you have to ask, you know?
I 1000%. You have to ask, or you have to just really know that person well enough
Right.
to know. That's so good that you did that.
Because, I've thrifted for her, I've thrifted for my brother-in-law, and they're totally fine with like washing it and then putting it on. But like for the kid, like they might have a different opinion, right?
Right.
So I asked her, and she was like, yeah, no, that's totally fine. And I was like, yes. So we bought him his little cute jackets.
I think shopping for kids, especially babies, is so fun because there's so much of that at a thrift store. You think about the
Yes.
lifespan of a baby.
Of these kids' clothes, yeah.
And I mean, you think about just having a baby shower alone. I know from personal experience with my daughter. I mean, she didn't get to wear half the things that everyone gifted her
Because she was growing that fast.
growing that fast, and also there's just so much stuff. Like you have all these onesies and you have all these shoes and stuff like that. So much of that stuff gets donated to the thrift store
Yeah.
with tax on them.
Yeah.
With tax on
Yeah.
them, brand new. So it's so easy to shop for small children, especially babies at the thrift store. I love that.
I
so
know.
much.
And sometimes you can just find like apparels and clothing and just merchandise of old like cartoons or
Oh
old
my
shows that
gosh.
don't exist
Think
anymore.
If you think
But
Looney Tunes
yeah,
and
like anything
stuff.
Looney Tunes. Like I was a Barney kid, so if I found anything
I
Barney,
was a Barney kid too.
oh my gosh, I was obsessed with Barney.
Now I'm like, Mom, why did you let us watch that? Like that's kind of a little. But no, I loved Barney.
I loved Barney. So if I find anything Barney, I will definitely get that for him because I already told my sister-in-law, I was like, he will be watching Barney.
Well, now if I find anything Barney, I will definitely.
Yeah, let me know.
1,000%.
Yeah. Let me know. I'll buy
Absolutely.
it off of you. Put it on your Depop. I'll get it from you. No,
so
but
funny.
same with VHSs and stuff. My friend Zach, he collects DVDs and VHSs, and I really want to get into that as well. Do you find yourself doing that as well? Are you a
Well,
moviegoer, movie
on my
person?
thrift list right now is I don't even know, like an old TV with the VGS,
Yes.
the
Yes.
VHS
I also want
insert.
that.
That is on my thrift list. I want one so bad, but I want to earn it.
Right.
I want to earn it at a thrift store, and I feel like once you
So
become
like
a
the Facebook
thrifter,
Marketplace and all that, that's
I mean,
cheating
maybe we'll see, but I really do feel like there's just such a badge of honor when you could
when you can find it.
truly be patient enough and like good things come to those who wait and you find what you've been looking for at the thrift store. I mean, isn't
Yeah.
that feeling
Did you
just the
see on
best?
TikTok that everyone's doing the TV in the kitchen again? They're bringing that
Yes,
back.
they are.
And it's those TVs.
Yeah, because the 90s, early 2000s aesthetic in the home is definitely recirculating.
Yeah,
So,
100%. Did you have a
absolutely.
TV in your kitchen?
Of course we did. Are you kidding? Did you guys have one?
I don't think so. I don't
No?
remember. I really can't remember. I don't think we
I
did,
mean, we
though.
were a Latin family, so I feel like our TVs were on all the time. TVs and music.
Yeah.
We just woke up with
Music,
just
yes.
noise.
Yeah. Music, yes, 100%. TV in the kitchen, I don't recall. I think my mom would just like put on her telenovelas and just kind of like poke her head out of the kitchen every now and then.
It's so
But
good that you also married a Latin as well, because my husband is American, right? And
a white
so
man,
yeah, he's a white
he is
man.
a
And that was the
Caucasian.
biggest thing. It was a culture shock for him when he met. I mean, the very first time we ever hung out, he met my Nochebuena.
Okay.
He came
A whole
over to my
party.
a whole. I mean, you know how those are, like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
40 people deep in there, and
Yeah.
just like, come on
And
over,
everyone's loud and we're just
we're
talking
so
and
loud, and I love that about us. And
yeah.
my husband has just completely embraced it, and he loves it. I mean, just yesterday he was like, "I am just so grateful for your family. You guys are, and
Oh.
it's so nice." And so, yeah, we I was just thinking how we woke up with just noise
Yeah.
all the
And
time.
all the time. It was always Saturdays for me or Sundays, and you just woke up to your mother listening to her old music,
All the time.
cleaning.
We had a
I could
speaker
smell the
that was
fabuloso in my
oh
room.
my gosh, yes. We had two speakers in our house. I don't know why.
I
Like
am
DJ.
screaming.
I'm not even kidding you. Okay. They kind of came up to my chest, and I mean, as loud as can be. Just
Ugh.
that was a very normal thing for
What
us.
would your mom listen to? And for my mom, it was like very much Romeo Santos. It was like
Yeah.
Hector Lavoe,
Yeah.
all that.
My mom listened to a lot of like Latin musicians, but mostly, I mean, Mariah Carey,
Oh, okay.
Zen. We listened to Whitney Houston, a lot of 70s,
And that was the cue that like it was cleaning day for me at
Oh,
least. Yeah.
absolutely. That's
It's
why
like
I
get
also,
up.
do you love cleaning?
I do.
I
I
do
love
too.
cleaning. So in our house, Kevin's the cook. He's an amazing cook. I'm
Yeah.
so blessed to have him in
He's
my life
just a
because
man that wears
he
so many hats.
listen,
Kevin!
his love language is acts of service. And
Is it
boy,
really?
does he do it.
How blessed are
Yes.
you? Seriously.
No, seriously, I'm so blessed. But he does all the cooking, but I do all the cleaning. And I love it. I do love like the cleaning. We've had arguments over doing laundry where he's like, I'm like, no, I
Can
will
I
do the
drop
laundry.
mine off? Would that be all right? That
Totally
is my
fine.
least favorite chore.
Really?
Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
it.
I can't even tell you. I dread it so much. I don't even know why. I don't like folding. I'm no good at it, and it puts me in an immediate bad mood.
It just puts you in like instant anxiety. You're just like,
I don't
oh.
mind putting something in the washer and then transitioning it to the dryer. It's
After that.
And my clothes, honestly, it's so bad to say. I'm a very like if you come to my house, everything's always clean. Like clean. It's very organized. I can't stand clutter. It gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
Like I can't stand clutter. I can't
Same here.
The laundry, I just struggle with it so much.
No, I hear you. And that's the thing with Kevin is like I love him, but I feel like he just like throws it all in there and I cannot have that.
Kevin, I feel like you and I should be friends.
No, I feel like I can't because I was like, no, even though machines nowadays you can put whites and blacks
Right.
together, it's fine.
Right.
I still separate them. For some reason, I still separate them and the color. And I just like it to be in certain piles. And then I want to make sure that there's nothing, because with thrifting, you have to make sure
Oh,
nothing shrinks, nothing like if you have to watch it on delicate, you have to wash it in delicate.
absolutely.
So since he just throws everything in there, I'm like, what if you put in something in there that's supposed to be in delicate and you're just washing it normally? Like, I have to just make sure. So we've had arguments where I'm like, just don't touch the laundry. I will
Right.
do it.
Right. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Can you please come live in my house?
Yeah, for
Please.
sure.
My husband also loves doing laundry too. He just doesn't have the time to do it. But when he does it, he's like, I enjoy this so much. I'm like, great. We'll do it more often. Please do it more often. I also have to make whenever I thrift, like you should see my car. I have my most recent thrift finds in my car still because a lot of those things I honestly hand wash.
Okay.
because I'm afraid
That
that
they'll
like
shrink or get
something
ruined.
will get ruined because
I've done that.
early on in my days I have ruined something.
I've done that a couple of times where it's like something I love and I only wore it once because the second time I washed it, it shrunk immediately. Even though I'm pretty good at like delicate and this and
Right.
that. Or I've done it where I'll wash it in delicate in the washing machine and then I will just hang it to dry.
Oh, but I also love doing that too though.
Yeah.
I love hang drying things. It
How do you hand wash it? Do you just put like a little tub of
I have a Home Depot bucket.
Oh, okay.
I love it. I have a Home Depot bucket, and depending on the like actual type of material that it is, my little concoction that I do is I put baking powder, a little Dawn dish soap.
Oh, have you done this? Have you posted this on
I
social?
have,
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
I've seen
It's
this.
my like go-to of like how I clean, and I just kind of I scrub it and I just
Hang it to dry.
hang it to dry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen people do that on social media too. And there are some like sweaters and stuff that I've bought that I'm like, that's probably what I should do with
Yeah,
them.
because handmade sweaters will shrink.
They will.
But if you ever find something, I want to tell you guys this. If you ever find something that is like wool or something at the thrift store, you can if it's too small, you can actually stretch it out. So if you
Oh.
soak it in hot water, and then wring it out, and then slowly start to expand it, like lay it on the ground, slowly start to expand it very delicately, right? And then let it dry in the sun. It will stretch
Oh.
out.
This one time I had a pair of jeans that were too tight. Yeah, they were too tight.
Is it
And
the same jeans? Can we label those jeans? What are we gonna call them? The patch jeans?
no, it wasn't the patch jeans. No, it wasn't those. Those
Why am I thinking also Britney Spears? Didn't she wear like? I keep knocking. this
honestly, they
microphone,
were
I'm so sorry.
giving Britney Spears.
We
I'm
can
not
call
gonna
them
lie.
The Britney jeans.
The Britney
Can we
jeans.
call them the Britney jeans?
Honestly, when we're done here, I need to look and see if I actually have them. I
Stop
might still
it.
have them.
Can you please?
And then if they
show
fit you,
our-
yeah, you can wear them. No, it was just like another. I think they were Levi's.
Okay.
But they were just too tight. But I saw on TikTok someone said, put them on, get in the shower, and like let the hot water like hit it, like wear them while you're under the hot water, and then just sit in those jeans for like an hour.
Stretch,
Yeah.
dance,
I took
pop
I
lock,
went
drop it, do all of the things.
drop it
baby.
low.
Yes.
No, I walked around the whole neighborhood in them.
Good for you, just soaking wet jeans.
Soaking wet. I was like, Kevin's like making fun of me, and I'm just like
like, listen, I'm
walking
doing
around
what
the
internet told me
neighborhood.
to do.
And then it worked.
Okay.
Yes, it worked. It did
I
work.
actually didn't know that, so I'm gonna do that. That's a great.
Next
great
time you
hack.
find a pair of jeans that are too tight, you get under the hot water and then you just sit in it.
Okay, I'm obsessed with that little hack now.
Now you
And
see.
I will give you credit if I ever share that too.
Well, there you go. But I want to ask about like again going back to like the social media of it all. Like
Yeah.
150,000 followers, ladies and gentlemen.
It's an accident.
I don't
even know.
listen. Styled by Spence. Please go follow. Let's make that 200,000 overnight. Yeah, that's incredible. And
Thank you.
do you feel like a lot of pressure with that?
I
like,
honestly don't.
no. Okay. Good.
No, you know why I don't feel pressure? Because I am who I am.
Yeah.
Truly. And I will never try or want to be anything that I'm not. And what I have to share, what I have to give, what I have to offer is the talents and gifts that God has given me.
Mhm.
And that's what I have to share. You know what I mean? And so I don't feel pressure because I am proud of the number. I really am. I think
Mhm.
creating content is not easy.
It
It is.
You're telling me
it's not easy.
this podcast has been so difficult.
It takes so much dedication, and showing up and just feeling at the end of the day just proud of what you've created over the numbers and the people that it has reached. I think that's the most important thing. And so at the end of every day, if I can feel proud of what I've done, what I've created, and what I've shared with the world, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. And if people happen to want to follow along because they enjoy the same things I enjoy, great. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And if people want to
Come
leave,
along for the ride.
come along for the ride. But I do feel very proud. I do feel very proud, and I feel lucky and blessed. And I tell myself all the time, I think it's an accident. I don't even know how. I promise you, it's an accident.
Okay. Well, that's amazing. I need to tell you this because I thought about this today as I was driving home
You
from
were
work.
thinking about me so much
I was
today.
thinking
am
about
so
you don't
sitting
have
here.
you have no idea how excited I was for this because I was
Wait, can we
dying
get
to
it
meet you.
Documented. Can we do this again though?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
this will not be-
100%. She
okay,
will be
okay,
back,
okay,
100%. We're gonna plan it right after this ends. No, I was thinking you need to make a coffee book, a coffee table book, with all your looks. I'm not even kidding. Self-publish. I don't care.
Okay,
you need
I've
to do
never
this.
ever thought about this. What
Well,
is this?
now I need you to
It's
to
just
do
gonna be
it.
a coffee table book.
A coffee table book. Yes,
Stop,
with
I
all
love
your
this.
looks. And then I think you can write like a love letter to these looks. Because I think that would be so fun.
And I feel like okay, it's so weird, but I feel like I'm a natural encourager. Like I just genuinely love to encourage. And I feel like that would actually suit what I would like to do. Like a
Yes.
little love letter.
I wanted to say it on the podcast because I wanted to manifest. This is what the podcast is all about. We come here, we manifest.
Yes.
We put our ambitions out there.
We support each other.
We support each other, but I need you to just start the inner workings and start just, figuring out how you're going to do it. But I need you to do that because I think you would make such a cute coffee table book.
I'm 1,000. I've never ever thought
just
about
with
that.
all your looks, literally just the same great pictures you take in these outfits in your house that I always love. That put it, write a love letter to it, explain what these pieces are because it's just so fun.
No,
I think.
I absolutely love that.
Did you do you remember when Barbie came out? And that was like the whole ordeal with Barbie. And then they released a book, a coffee table book with all of Margot's press looks.
Oh, yes.
And it was like explaining what it was. And it's like, that's what I want for you.
Okay.
I want that for you.
I'm like, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm your publicist.
Done.
I'm your publisher. I want that.
I'm done.
But I think you should like just start figuring out how can I do this? Because I think that would be
Can
amazing.
I tell you something so ironic?
What?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna obviously in the best way possible blame this totally on God because I have always wanted to write a book and nothing profound at all, but I'm just like that'd just be so interesting whether it'd be like a children's book or something.
Yeah.
And within the last year or so thinking, okay, well maybe more of like a how-to thrift, like a guide or something. And so it's so fun how you just suggested that.
Listen.
And it's been on your heart.
Yes. And so I had to relay
And
that to you.
now, guess what? I'm going to use your words.
Yeah.
We are going to make it happen.
There we go. Listen, I will help you through and through, but I think that it's something that you should do.
I love that idea. I feel like it's so fun meeting with other creatives as well because you're always thinking about like, okay, how do I set myself apart? Like what's the next thing? This is great, but what's the next thing? What's the next thing? You always have to, especially in the world of social media, be like ahead of everyone else.
Yes.
So, I love this.
Yes. So that is my little thought, wish, whatever you want to call it for you, because I was like, I need to tell her that. But I was like, I need to tell her while we're filming.
Look at me. I'm like, oh, I'm so giddy.
Watch, you're going to go home and you're going to tell your husband this. He's going to be like, yeah, okay.
Can I just tell you my husband will?
Yeah. He'll be like, great, let's do it.
He'll probably already have just pulled out his laptop. All right, let's make what all do we need? He loves spreadsheets.
I just really want you to get all of your favorite looks and just write a love letter to them and then explain like what those, like where are these pieces from? And I just think that would be so fun. And if you don't know where they're from, like if you like investigate them and be like, this is what I found out about this. Like that's what I love about thrifting too.
Yeah.
Is like when you look at the tag and you like go and you kind of like investigate what this is, and then you find out that it's like a brand that was in JCPenney's in the 1970s something. And I'm like, that's cool.
Okay. I'm not even, but I'm not going to take the photos on my phone. I think they need to be.
Kevin's a photographer, not to
stop it.
Not to make my husband do more work,
Kevin,
but
what
he's a photographer.
You do?
I know.
Are you kidding me?
I know. This is my plug.
He's a graphic designer.
I'm plugging
He's
him.
also the engineer guy. He's the cameraman.
Yes. The handyman in the house. Yeah. He fixed our AC.
Kevin, do you want to marry me?
Listen. Other women have asked me if they can have him just because of how handy he is. But
okay, where did you guys meet? I'm just curious.
We met working at Disney.
Stop it. You worked at Disney?
Mm-hmm.
Like at the actual Disney
world.
Yes. Do you still have your name tag?
No. And you know what's so funny? I did have my Disney Blue ID. They're called Blue IDs, which is like your work ID. And it was for the longest time in my wallet. And then my nephews were visiting. And one of my nephews like pulled it out and he was just like so giddy about it and was like having fun playing with it. So I just let him keep it.
That's really nice.
And then I saw my sister-in-law visiting from North Carolina and she came to my other sister-in-law's baby shower and she was like, hey, you know Elliot has your ID still. He still has it. He still plays with it. To the point where like the woman who was babysitting them was like, hey, Elliot has this idea of this weird man. And they were like, don't worry, that's his uncle.
Okay. Like, should I be concerned?
Yeah, should I be concerned?
Okay, he doesn't even have a security blanket. He has a security
ID
of his uncle.
That
is seriously so sweet. I actually love that so much.
That's all I had from working my time working at Disney.
Where did you work?
We both used to work at Toy Story Mania as like attraction attendants.
I just recently watched, I watched Toy Story growing up, But during COVID, because my daughter was young, I like actually really, really watched the movies.
And you fell in love.
No, I fell in love.
Yeah.
I love. Which one is your favorite? Which movie?
The third one.
The third
The
one.
third one. Oh, I love the
Okay,
third one, but the second one because I love Jesse.
Okay, the third one's with Lotso though.
Yeah. And
That
he's
one-
creepy,
That
but
one is like
it's intense.
it's
It's
intense.
intense.
I remember having to have really tough conversations with my kids during
About that one.
Yeah, because
When they're about to face death.
that's what. Oh my goodness, right? And then, but also like Lotso being so rude and not kind, and so I
Yeah.
remember like it was like I'm learning quite a bit here.
I think the reason why I liked it is because like I was older, so then I
Mm.
appreciated like those mature themes, I
Oh,
guess.
absolutely.
So maybe that's where it came from. But I do like the second one because I do love Jessie, and that's where we
Jessie is
meet her.
so good. I love
I
her.
would have to definitely say like the second one. But yeah, we
Yeah.
used to both work there at Toy Story Mania, and he was doing the college program. I don't know if you've ever heard of this.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So he was doing the college program. I was part-time. And we were first. So he was doing the college program. I was part-time. And we were first friends. And we had a little friend group. And then tried a little crush. But he was seeing someone at the time. So I was like,
okay.
hands off.
Limits, yeah.
Yeah, off limits. And so his program ended. And he went back to Miami. And I stayed in Orlando. And it wasn't really until COVID that I was just bored at home. And so I started like reconnecting with people. And I reconnected with him. And then one thing led to another. And
You were
bada
in
bing, bada
Orlando,
boom. But then later,
bada bing, bada boom. Is that
bada
what you
bing,
just
bada
said?
boom,
Yes,
yep.
that is so
and
Spanish of you.
then like August of 2020, he moved to Orlando. And then that's when we made it official. So we've been together since 2020. We're a COVID relationship.
Oh my gosh,
So I tell
love
people
that.
we're a
That's so
COVID
true.
relationship.
I feel like we've mentioned COVID so much here in this conversation because
It's just that was the beginning for our thrifting journeys,
it's like
my
everything is
relationship.
before COVID and after COVID. I feel like that's how
Yeah.
I can define time.
Yeah.
It's like everything before and everything after. That's
I was
so
such a
crazy.
different person before COVID, that's
Yeah?
for sure. Yeah.
In what ways?
I think just in like what I wanted to do with my life.
Were you acting? No. Were you
No,
acting? Okay.
I really wasn't. It's so funny because in this last episode that I filmed for the podcast, we were talking about this. I wasn't really taking it that seriously. It's kind of like my dreams were like here where I should have pushed my dreams further. So in 2020, that's what I did. I pushed my dreams further and I sat down and I said, okay, now we're gonna knuckle. What is it? Knuckle down? Buckle. We're gonna buckle down.
Buckle down.
We're
I'm
gonna
so bad
buckle
with-
down. Yeah,
I
no, me
get
too.
them wrong
With
all
the
time.
sayings. I was like, we're gonna buckle down and we're gonna do the thing. And so that's when I started taking things more seriously in terms of my career and
Right.
everything.
So, what was the first thing you did? Did you hire a
I went to acting class. No, I went to acting class. I signed up for acting classes, learned the ins and outs of the industry overall, and then like my craft. And then after that, I started submitting to like agencies and then got an agent and then booked my first thing. And then it's just kind of been going up since then.
Yeah? Who's your favorite celebrity that you've met?
Oh my gosh. I just worked with Nicholas Holt on Juror Number 2.
Uh-huh.
And he is such a doll.
Yes.
He is such a doll. Such a nice guy. So easy to talk to. Great actor. Just on and all, an amazing human being.
It's good to be around.
Yeah.
What about your worst? Are you allowed to tell that? See?
Yeah. There's been a
see.
few, actually.
Anyone that I would know? Like anyone?
Probably. I'll tell you when we're done here. No, yeah, probably. No, no one that I'm like, oh, I hate working with this person or anything
Right.
like that. It's just like, oh, like this is a different dynamic. These are like, because as when you're an actor and you're taking acting classes and you're getting your start in the industry, they'll tell you like there's going to be some times where you'll work with somebody who maybe is not professional or maybe is not X, Y, and Z. So I've heard the stories and let's just say I've experienced those stories
Oh my goodness.
firsthand, but nothing crazy that I'm like, oh, I hope I never work with this person again. It's just like, that was an interesting
I'm
experience.
going to keep my distance from you
Yes,
a little bit.
very much that.
I know
like,
where my boundaries need to be.
right.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I wish you the best. I hope you achieve everything you ever wanted. I'm going to go over here. You do your thing. I'll be over here.
Yep.
Type of thing. But Nicholas Hoult was just he was so sweet. I will tell that story to anybody. Like he is just such a sweetheart.
I love that.
So I loved working with him for sure.
It makes work so much more enjoyable.
Oh yeah,
When
100%.
you like who you're working with.
100%.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Well, it has been so much fun. I'm like, this has probably been way more than an hour, but because there's just so much to talk about.
We're both Latin. That's our
That's
problem.
what it is.
But
It's the yeah.
we don't even have cafecito.
No.
Can you imagine?
We would keep going. And you know what's going to happen? We're going to end this podcast and then it's going to take us like 45 minutes to say bye. You're gonna be at the door, and I'm gonna be like, okay, well, oh my gosh, wait, I didn't tell you about this. And then you're gonna start walking. I'm like, wait, no, did you hear about this? That's what's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
But it has been such a joy having you on the podcast. I'm so happy that you were able to stop by. And yes, we will have you back for sure. And you said you wanted to bring a friend on.
I feel like you guys need to meet my friend Kelsey.
Who's also a thrifter.
She's a thrifter, but she also makes all of her clothes. She's so cool.
No, we need to talk about it.
She's so
100%.
cool. She's my biggest flex. I'm always like, you need to meet my friend Kelsey. She's just...
Well, please tell the children where they can find you. I've already said your handle so many times, but let them know officially where they can find you.
I guess if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram, Styled by Spence, and then TikTok is Thrifted by Spence. So
don't get it
Let's
confused.
have fun together. Let's go thrifting. Let's do it.
Let her inspire you. Let her inspire you. She inspires me every day. So
you're so good.
what can I say?
No.
Until next time, my friends, we will see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.